Hi there and welcome back to the channel. This video is a really special one. I'm going to be taking you behind the scenes and showing you exactly how you can repurpose PLR products, any kind of digital product that you have access to the template for. I'm going to give you some ideas of how you can just make changes really quickly, really easily in order to make that your own, in order to be able to sell it on to your own customers, whether that's you selling on your own website, on Etsy, on Amazon KDP, or anywhere else in between. I'm going to show you how easy it is to take that initial template and make it your own. Oh, and be sure to watch till the end or check the description for an extra special offer that I am running for this particular product that you will watch me repurpose. It's going to be a really great opportunity for you to get a product really high quality and be able to follow along with this video and make it your own to be able to sell on. So with that being said and without further ado, let's jump in now. So we're looking at the grief workbook for kids right now. And then we've got the grief affirmation card deck. I really had to dig deep and it really did challenge me to think about the different stages that someone goes through with grief and that we all probably have been through. So yeah, I hope that, you feel that the final version of this product and these products will be able to provide a lot of value for you and your business and for your own clientele, for your own audience. So with that in mind, let me quickly show you how I would go about using these different products to create something with even more value. So immediately what I would do is I would resize these and I would then bring them into this workbook and sprinkle them within the pages. So that makes it an even larger, kind of even more comprehensive workbook that has lovely affirmations for children to read in between doing the different activities. As you can see, there's a variety of activities, feelings check-in for girls and boys. There's breathing exercises. I really like the way this came out as well. Coping skills and breathing exercises, different prompts. So it's really comprehensive as it is. But when you bring in the affirmations as well, it just gives that extra, it just really puts it over the edge and makes it something that could command an even higher price point, whether you sell it on your own website, whether you are selling on Etsy, or whether you want to even make this into a book to sell on Amazon. Either way, by adding these into this workbook, I definitely think it's going to bring up that value, which is what we all want, really, isn't it? So how I would do this is I would just resize this to 8.5 by 11 inches. That's the dimensions of the workbook. And then I would just copy, and then we need a blank page. So I'm just going to duplicate this page, bring it along, and then remove this text. I'm going to fix this in place, lock that, and then I will paste what we've just taken from the card deck. So that is immediately just another page that the child will then, after they've done this feelings check-in, they can read this and then they can go on to the next activity. And then we may have another page like this. So let's just go ahead and do a couple. So let's put that one there, and then let's copy and paste that, put that one there. Yeah, I mean, you could do it every other page. It just really depends on your preference, really. So let's add maybe one more after that to put right at the end. And so then let's go ahead and do the same. So we'll copy and paste that. And because we've resized it now to the same size as these pages, that's why when we copy and paste, it kind of automatically goes in the right position and is the right sizing. If we hadn't have resized it, because the original download document is for the affirmation card size, which is a lot smaller. So that's why resizing it just means it makes it easier when we want to copy and paste. So let's go ahead, take that away. So there we go, there's that one. And then we copy and paste this. And let's go to the next page. It was that one. Again, really easy to just center this up. Copy, paste this one onto the next. Make sure that it's in the right place. So as you can see, this is not really taking more than a couple of minutes to add additional value to this workbook. Here we go. Make sure that's where it needs to be. And then I think there's a couple more pages, but I think you get the gist of what it is I'm trying to demonstrate. It's just a really easy kind of amendment that we have done to this workbook. And now we've increased it from what I believe was 20 pages now to 28. And we didn't even put in all of the different affirmation card kind of quotes in there, these affirmations in there. It was just a couple that we added. What we could also do is you could, find maybe an element that is maybe a doodle or something like that. Some colorable elements. So, or like say, it's okay to cry and let my emotions out. So maybe we might want to find a rain doodle. I find when I say doodle, it means that it's kind of like a colorable element. Usually, let's see. Let's make sure that this is static and it's free. So it's like, I'm just trying to add, just something extra. And what I might even say is it's okay to cry and let my emotions out. And, and then I might say, color in the rain clouds to help cheer you up, or something along those lines. I would think a bit more. Maybe that's, I'm sure you guys could think of something. But yeah, so it's like, just using the words and swapping out the elements, giving the child something more interactive to do. And we could do that for, each of them if we wanted to. Maybe we could leave some of the affirmations there as they are with the rainbows. And then, this one we might change it to be a picture of a person. I'm not alone. Or a picture of family doodle. Or it might be maybe a heart doodle. But I think you get the gist of what it is I'm trying to say. It's just we can make some really easy changes to this and just provide even more value. The other thing that I would say is to change out maybe the background. So we could change it. So this is more of a kind of a very colourful rainbow type background, but maybe we might want a pastel background. Again, because we don't really want to be all selling the same looking product. Maybe something like that would be nice, or maybe something a bit more colourful there. That's nice. And then we would do that for all of the pages, but we could then, if we click edit image, then we could change this. We could change each page. I think if we click duotone, then we could have this one in green. Make sure that it's gone to the back here. And then we copy and paste this to the next one, edit it again, duotone. Let's go for orange. Click apply. And then, so we've immediately then changed it. I mean, you can't really see the pinstripe in this one, but again, you know what it is I'm trying to demonstrate. It's just different and really easy ways of repurposing this, making sure it doesn't look exactly the same as the original, and having something really, really lovely that we can then sell on. Again, one of the easiest things to do is to change out the fonts. So once we've chosen our font, then we just make sure that it goes across the board. So all of the fonts have changed. And then this is a different font, so we might want to change that to Suellen. And then that means that it's also changed it on all of these pages. Again, really easy change, really easy amendment. And then we could just go in just individually and maybe change out some of these elements if you wanted to. I don't think it's necessary. I think from the time you've changed the background, you've added some extra pages in here. You've changed some of the pages out, some of the elements, a couple of them, changed out the fonts. I think you've made it enough of a difference from the original to then have something really unique, and to whatever taste or style it is you're looking for. So I hope that was helpful. We can do the same with the adults grief workbook as well. So we just resize these again. So resize, and then we just copy and paste one of these pages, take everything out of the page, and then copy this, and then have it copied. Yeah, so then it will be copied across, and then we've added that there. We might not want to have this bit there. Maybe we just want it just the text only. We might want to change the font. Well, no, I would definitely recommend to change the font across the workbook, but we might want to put something more bold there. Might also want to, what we could do is change the background again. So I chose like a kind of marble background, but we could change it to like a black and white kind of marble, or a kind of watercolor. No, this is more of a watercolor. I said marble, but it's kind of like a watercolor. But again, like I said, for this, I mean, I really love the design of this. So you could keep to the same style and feel, which is maybe you might want to change out the florals for a different floral. That's really nice. This one's really nice. This is interesting. So what we could do, when I'm testing things out, I like to make lots of the same page just so I don't miss anything. This is interesting. This is lovely. So as that stands, just stretching it out, and it fits really nicely. And oh my goodness, I love the way that looks. We've got that kind of the gold border there, which is also really nice. And let's see how it now looks if we copied that down onto this one. I really love this. I might have to use this for something else. Even with the white background now, that looks lovely. Really nice. And then let's see what it would look like on one of the main body pages. It might be a bit too much for those pages. Maybe we could just, for these pages where there's a lot of text, we could just stretch it all the way out. I don't know if that works. Maybe just having just a little bit of foliage on these pages. Just something like that would work. I mean, you know, could or couldn't, but, and look, there are more here. I love this about Canva. So there are more that we could look through and test out. Okay, before I end this video, let's test it out. Let's test this floral border out. So we're going to have to pull it into size. Yeah, there are lots of uses that we could use for these floral borders. We could use them for affirmation cards as well. In actual fact, now I'm saying that, let me go across and see if this would work well. That kind of floral border would work well with an affirmation card. So as you can see, you're following me along, watching what I do, my kind of brainstorm process, my design process. Sometimes it's a bit higgledy-piggledy, but we get there in the end. So that is gorgeous. I think that is so pretty. So let me take that out. And because it could just be a white kind of background. So we'd send this to the back as well. And then we would, or I would change the font, something a bit more bold. I won't take too long choosing fonts. That's like the thing that I spend a lot of time doing, choosing fonts and changing fonts. But yeah, we'll keep it there for now. But yeah, and then position that in the middle. And that really looks really nice. I love that. Let's bring it in a bit more. In the center, make sure it's centered. So we have then just given our affirmation cards a whole nother look. I would then copy this floral border, make sure that everything else is removed from that, send it to the back. Oh no, in actual fact, we just changed the font out for all of them. What was that font again? Bodoni, I think we use, and make sure we change all so that they've all changed. Make sure that we can actually see the colour of the font. And yeah, just resize it to fit into that affirmation card. But yep, that's a really lovely, that's going to look, all of those when they are all changed and resized are going to look really nice. Again, it's the same wording, but it's just a different look and feel. It's going to appeal to a different buyer, and it's going to be just a really high quality looking product as well. So if you've made it this far, well done. I hope you've got a lot of value and you've followed along. If you were interested in purchasing those grief workbooks for the adults and for the kids, I am running a special subscriber only offer. The coupon code is GriefPLR. The grief niche is actually quite an underserved niche. I think just because of the sensitivity of that niche, a lot of people don't like to tackle it. I can 100% tell you that the work I put into both of these workbooks, I put a lot of hours into these to make sure that it was fulfilling those needs of that particular audience. So they are sensitively and beautifully made. If I show you, so this is the grief workbook and affirmation card aimed at adults. It is a 63-page workbook, and it also includes 24 affirmation cards. And then, so as you can see, really gorgeously designed, like florals, like gold design, watercolor feel. But like you've seen in the video, I've shown you how you can go ahead and make that your own. And then the children's one, again, super underserved niche. This is a workbook, so it's got kind of activities and engaging things that a child can do who is suffering from grief and needs help getting through that process, getting through that period. We have some affirmation cards here as well. So this is a 20-page workbook, very engaging, and it has 24 affirmation cards included in it. So if you are interested and you enjoyed the video and you want to follow along and make something like this for your own digital product library, then please do use the coupon code GriefPLR. Grief is something that most people will deal with at some point in their life, and I can definitely, from my research, I can definitely see that it is an underserved niche that can do with a lot of high quality content being created for it. So go ahead and use that coupon code, and I hope you got a lot of value from this video. Until next time, all the very best.